In this video, we're talking about the possible events of One Piece manga chapter 985 and onwards. So, let's get right to it. So on the last chapter, we saw that Luffy and Yamato were talking, and I think it might be too early for a flashback about Yamato. But I'm dying to see what his or her story is. Since I'm not sure how to address Yamato, I'll just try to stay away from the pronouns like he, she, his, or hers, and stick with calling Yamato as Yamato or Horny Nami. Because on the last chapter, we finally saw Yamato's face, and the first thing I thought when I saw it was a Horny Nami, because that's what Yamato basically looks like, Nami with horns. So I'll keep calling her a Horny Nami. But anyway, I really love the fact that she has Moxie, and Horny Nami's cojones might come from the fact that Horny Nami is a Yonko's child. I do think that if we see Luffy and Horny Nami, it'll only be for a while, and we go straight to a flashback. Odin's logbook was mentioned to be Yamato's Bible, and Horny Nami has been Odin's disciple ever since. And she's determined to open up Wano, going so far as committing to fight with Kaido and Orochi. And right now, I'm really curious to see if there was anything written on Odin's adventures outside of Wano. Because obviously, if there is, Luffy would refuse to learn about One Piece, Zoro would love to know more about the two swords, Enma and Ame no Habakiri, Robin would be interested about the Void Century. We don't know what Jinbei likes yet, but general assumptions aside, this could be a big key to their journey to Laugh Tale. It could also tell stories about the importance of One Piece, and it could hold information on the Roger Pirates as well as Whitebeard. So, I'm definitely expecting a lot from this Bible. Side note, I find it weird that Yamato just casually brings it along with him or her like that. There might be a big plot twist to this. Something along the lines like Big Mom, Kaido, maybe Drake or CP0 might get a hold of the Holy Bible. I know, it's super wild imagination at this point, and maybe it's just me. But anyway, with all of the things that are happening right now, I think it's too early for that flashback, and it will slow the story down again, and the fans might not like that. But I say this because Oda loves to have Luffy take small fights and side quests in between, before he even goes on to the main fight. So this is definitely possible, but in my opinion, it would be about time to see Zoro and Sanji. If we do see Zoro, we should see him slashing up the gifters that were trying to convince him to switch sides and join Kaido's crew, while telling them some badass lines. A lot like how Kid has been doing in all of the recent chapters that he's been in. After that, I'm totally expecting Zoro to get lost and thinking to himself, where the hell are Luffy and the others? But then, yeah, he will think that they're fine and that they're strong, and we'll see him wander some more until finally he stumbles near the dome just around the time that the execution would happen. But I'm still hoping that Zoro would encounter Hawkins so they can finally settle their fight before Hawkins decides to reveal himself as a betrayer. Because I think that Law convinced Hawkins to switch sides, letting him in on the plan that they're about to take down Kaido and Orochi. For Sanji, though, I am 100% sure that he's still trying to find hookers somewhere in the brothel. Classic Sanji. And he might come across Big Mom at some point on his way to the execution area. We all know that Big Mom was on her way to the dome and is making an army of homies along the way. So we might see Sanji in action pretty late. I still want Sanji and Page 1 to finish their fight, but with everything that's happening right now, along with the small number of notable characters in Kaido's crew, we might not see this fight go down at all.
NANI?!
And we still haven't seen Frankie and Brook, but we do know that they're on their way to the back of Onigashima to station the Kurosai. They wanted to rendezvous with Usopp and Chopper there, so they should be able to meet up with the Scabbards, Law, and Izo. All of them should get in position as soon as possible, so they could help rescue Momo and keep Kaido and the All-Stars occupied. I really want to see Law take on Drake. It's going to be like the payback fight because Drake stopped Apu and Uruj from fighting back in Sabodi Archipelago. But seriously, I don't think it'll happen because I think we won't see Drake anytime soon. He's probably somewhere fulfilling his sword duties. Hopefully, we see Law fight with King while Zoro is lost in the Sea of Gifters. Now, since Marco flew back to investigate the shadow he saw in the area, this might be a potential fight for Marco. I think that there's a very high chance that this is Pero, but Oda loves to throw curveballs like this, and it might end up being a strong patrol unit of Kaido or Orochi's crew. It could also be people from the world government, the Marines, or Drake. I'm actually really excited just thinking about a one-on-one between Marco and Pero, just to see if we could gauge them both a bit better. I'm not sure if Pero can win a fight against Marco, though he is the first son of Big Mom, but Marco is the first mate of Whitebeard. I'm sure that Pero is strong, but he wasn't named one of the commanders in Big Mom's crew for a reason. Usopp and Chopper were supposed to be on their way to the back of the island too, but were sidetracked because of Big Mom spotting them. They might arrive a bit late, but I'm still hoping for an appearance by Frankie Shogun. And now that I think about it, an accurate shot from the Brachio tank can also create an opening for the rescue team so they can save Momo. The rescue team could then use the Brachio tank so that they can transport Momonosuke safely out of the area while taking out the fodder as well as getting the attention of the Oniwa Banshu and possibly Orochi. If that happens, Kaido's crew could then be occupied by the scabbards, and the other allies start to reveal themselves. This will cause a lot of confusion because of all the friendly fire. Jinbei and Robin would probably match up with Jack and Black Maria, but I don't think this will happen right away. They should find the perfect timing when all of the chaos starts, before even making a move. And really, I'm still confused at how Kaido's crew doesn't recognize a big blue whale shark with its belly out. I mean, Jinbei is a Shichibukai and a former crew member of the Big Mom Pirates, so I don't know why Oda chose to have Jinbei sneak in. But actually, it's a very interesting take because it's a small quirk that I never expected. I actually thought that Jinbei would end up fighting the silhouette if the silhouette was an enemy, or talk with it if the silhouette was Yamato. Anyway, Nami and Shinobu should be enough to take care of the father and help rescue Momo. Carrot and the other minks should definitely be able to take on headliner level characters even in their base form. And if the other minks are there, they should be able to match up even with elite gifters. The musketeers, however, can definitely fight with at least elite headliners. Because we saw back in Zou that Jack was the only one that the minks had a hard time dealing with. And all of the gifters that were with him were getting smacked around by the minks in their base form. In their Sulong form, however, they should go up a notch, and the minks that were able to take on the gifters should be able to take on elite gifters. And the minks that are able to take on the elite gifters should be able to take on the headliners. And the musketeers that are able to take on the elite headliners should be able to go toe to toe with the Tobiropo. Now, I might be overstating this a bit, but with good reason, because Sulong Carrot was able to take on Daifuku and his fleet. The problem with this is that the minks would need some rest after a while because the Sulong form takes so much energy and they would need to rest after some time. A few elite headliners like Apu, the Tobiropo, the All-Stars, and obviously Kaido could withstand the Sulong onslaught if the minks transform too early. And let's not forget that they're fighting inside the dome, so we're not sure if the moonlight can reach the area where the minks are right now. But anyway, to wrap up this video, please do leave a like if you're just as excited as I am to finally see what the big announcement that Kaido is going to make. Because it might not be the wedding of Kaido's son and Big Mom's daughter after all. But let me know what you think Kaido's new Onigashima initiative is down at the comment section below. Now, if you love One Piece, subscribe to the channel so that the channel could grow and hit the notifications button because on the next video, we will be talking about matchups for all of the Straw Hats allies. The video will be a short one and it's going to be fun, so don't miss it. Stay safe. Peace!